Hi, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Bell, and I am the founder and owner of SBell Wellness. I'm an integrative nutrition health coach and an educator and product provider with doTERRA. So I am just so excited to be here to share Wellness Made Easy, you guys. First off, I just want to share a little bit about my story and kind of where I got into using natural solutions for my own wellness and how that just fueled such a passion to be able to share that with you as well. So I started out using natural solutions probably about 10 or so years ago, just learning a lot about women's health and having my own, hormone issues. I dealt with migraines for years. I've dealt with gut health, all those kind of things going on. And I was really frustrated with the fact that a lot of the time I was getting an answer of it's just how it is as we get older. This is just what women deal with, those kind of things. And I felt pretty down about that, you guys, and I wanted to feel more empowered. So I started learning about cleaning solutions. I started learning about what's in our products that really are not regulated, believe it or not, because they're not food or drug. They're really not looked at as to what those chemicals that are in those cleaners may be doing to our bodies. So I dug in and I started to learn about what they were doing. And I started to know that it was really important to me to change that. So I started using essential oils to do a lot of cleaning around my house. I'd put them on, diffuser jewelry to wear them to support my mood. And then somewhere along the way, I learned how just therapeutic they could be. And I learned about doTERRA, and the rest is history. You guys, it's just so amazing. So I want to share why doTERRA, and there are oils on the market everywhere. You can see them at the Target dollar spot. You can see them at the grocery store. You can find them online. All kinds of places. But quality really matters when we're looking for something that's going to empower our health and wellness. When we are trying to swap out and make sure we're putting something in and on our body that really is caring for our body, we want to make sure that we're doing it right. And so I'm going to tell you 3 cool things about doTERRA essential oils. You guys, they're 100% natural, they're safe, there's no side effects, there's no addictions. You're getting these extracts right from the plant. doTERRA has what's called co-impact sourcing. They're going all over the world to find these plants that are growing in their most optimal conditions, where these plants are going to really thrive and be able to produce the essential oil that is going to have that therapeutic benefit with our bodies. And part of that co-impact sourcing is that doTERRA is taking care of the people all over the world, sometimes in very poor, low economic resource places, where our partnership is allowing these people to have the income that they need to support their family, schools, hospitals, all of these things that they wouldn't have without this partnership. And so that, you guys, is just one of the number one reasons why choosing doTERRA really meant that I was going to be able to serve with a company who really has the heart of people at the core. And then doTERRA went that extra step, you guys, and created the certified pure therapeutic grade. There are no other essential oils with that certification. And what that means is that every single bottle is tested. Every single oil is made sure that it is completely pure, not only in company, but also third-party testing. There's so much research being done, you guys, with these oils within the company as well as third-party. There's over 84 tests that are done, really showing that these oils are exactly what the bottle tells us we're getting, and we don't have to worry about chemicals, solvents, fillers, fragrances, all of those things that are most of the time either added on purpose to get the price point down for those ones like I talked about at the store, or just inadvertently because they're not going through the process to make sure that they're totally pure before getting them in the bottle. So that is hands down, you guys, why doTERRA is so important to have in your life. Next up is that they are so effective, okay? Sometimes even more effective than our modern medical process when we're talking about just simple little sick care things. The reason for that is essential oils can permeate right through the cell membrane. 22 seconds, you guys, this is getting a message from our olfactory to our brain. That's so incredibly quick. 2 minutes, it's in our bloodstream, starting to have a reaction and starting to support what we're looking for. And then 20 minutes has gotten to every cell in our body for us to have that positive therapeutic benefit. Now, it's really important to make sure that you are using them on a routine basis. We're not going to just do it one time and it's going to fix everything and not have to use it again. That message that we're getting to the brain is something that we need over and over and over again. So routine is super, super important. But they're really going to promote overall wellness when we get them in routine. And thirdly is that they really can be more affordable than medical care in so many ways. They're just pennies per dose. You're using just a tiny little bit. You're going to save so much money from copays and having to go to doctors for things that you guys, we really can be empowered to take care of a lot of those things proactively and then responding to some sick care things that happen at home. That frees up our medical system to take care of things like surgeries and those kind of things that need to happen. So we can really do a lot of this at home, you guys. I'm going to tell you about 3 ways to use the oils now. Okay, so you're going to diffuse them or inhale them. Like I said, that message, from the olfactory to the brain is so quick, and so we want to really tap into that and use that. And this is going to help you, positively with your mood. It's going to help cleanse the air. It's going to support our respiratory system, our immune system, any kind of things that we have going on we're dealing with. We can really tap into the properties of the oils, diffuse them in, a diffuser that you'll put a little water or your oils in, or you can diffuse them right in your hand. Just put a drop of oil in there, rub them together, cup over your nose and take a few breaths. Really get that aromatic to the brain to have that therapeutic response. Next up, you'll use them topically. So you're gonna, put these on a localized area. Say you've got like a sore knee, or you've got some bug bites, something going on that you want to use topically to really support. And one of the best ways to do that is actually to dilute with something called fractionated coconut oil. Fractionated coconut oil just means that it stays in its liquid form. You could also use like an almond oil, a jojoba oil. Those oils are called carrier oils. They're actually going to help the essential oil drive into your body. So when we put essential oils on topically without that carrier, it's a little bit easier for it to dissipate into the air. However, when we use the carrier oil, it's really going to help it absorb into our body and carry it in and have that therapeutic benefit we're really looking for. So diluting it doesn't mean that it's taking away the therapeutic properties. It actually means that it's, making it safe for the skin, because our skin can be sensitive. And then it's also just upping that benefit of being able to absorb it into the body. And then thirdly is internally. So with doTERRA, there are some oils that you could take internally and have that benefit. Why would we do that? Well, we can swap out some of the over-the-counter things that we might have been taking for, say, seasonal threats in the air, or some head tension, any of those kind of things, or even some things that are going on that you're able to really work through and have some kind of integrative approach for supporting health issues. Okay, and so what you'll do is you'll either, take it in water. I love to put citrus oils in my water. It helps me to drink more, very cleansing for the body. You can put them in what's called a veggie cap. A veggie cap is just a vegetable glycerin capsule, looks like a vitamin would, pops right open, and you can put the 1 or 2 drops of essential oil in there and be able to take that just like you would a vitamin. Or you can also put it under your tongue. Sublingually is a really great way to get these oils to absorb into our body quickly and have that response we're looking for. And with doTERRA, you never really have to question whether it's an oil that is safe to take internally, because right on the bottle, you're going to find supplemental facts. It's going to look like a label that you would find on a vitamin bottle, and it's going to tell you that you are able to use this internally by taking a drop in liquid. And so that's, something you won't have to question. That answer's right there for you. Please remember that I'm only talking about doTERRA oils. In the beginning, I talked about how safe they were because of how much testing was done. Okay, we don't want to do this with other oils because we don't know the testing. Okay. All right, so those are cool things about and why we'd want to choose doTERRA, and then how, those 3 ways that we're really going to use them. But let's talk about some of the oils, okay? Let's talk about peppermint. Peppermint oil is so energizing. It really helps to promote clear breathing. It can be very cooling for the body. It can really help to relieve head tension. So, we have these little bottles of oil that we can take, and we can dilute them, or we could take them internally, right? Just even putting a drop of peppermint under your tongue, freshen your breath. So there's that way of using it. Or you could grab a touch oil, which just means that it's already pre-diluted for you in this roller bottle, and you can put it right on. So you've got a little head tension, let's put some of that peppermint on our temples, even, the base of our skull, wherever that head tension is originating from. Take some really nice deep breaths in. It allows us to slow down and breathe on purpose, you guys. We don't do that enough anyway, right? So peppermint is a really great oil for giving us that energy, helping to, settle the head tension. I love it in the afternoon for a boost. Peppermint. Next up, let's talk about On Guard. So On Guard is our protective blend. Immune support, you guys, is not talked about enough. Our body has this natural defense system. However, so many different things in our environment, the food we eat, different things going on with our mood, so many different things are impacting our immune system and weakening it and making it harder for it to go to defense. And so then we're more vulnerable to all of these sort of, threats that are going on. So we want to proactively be supporting our immune system. doTERRA On Guard is such an amazing way to do that. You can use doTERRA On Guard on a daily basis. I like to put it in a roller, put it on the bottoms of my feet every day. I work with children in my role as an occupational therapist, and this has just been so empowering for me. I used to catch all the things, and now I feel so empowered that I can just roll this on and my body's going to go to defense and support. So this is just a roller that I made of some immune support oils, DIY, which is so cool. I love to teach about how to do that. It's so easy. And again, just putting that power in your hands of being able to take care of you and your family at home. On Guard is also very cleansing for the air, so diffusing it is great. It's awesome for cleansing hands. I love to make, speaking of DIY, hand soaps. So super easy to do, and it's really going to bat for really making sure we're cleansing up. Love to use it in cleaning solutions around the house. As I mentioned earlier, that was one of my big swaps early on when I was learning about natural solutions. So On Guard, you guys, is really going to be an important oil to have in your home. Next up is lavender. Now, if you've had an experience with essential oils, it's probably at some point may have been with lavender. Lavender is used for so many different things. It's very calming for the mind. It's calming for the skin. I talked about earlier, if you've got, a bug bite, it can be very soothing to kind of calm down that histamine reaction that your body's having to the bite. Soothe and get ready for sleep, diffusing, putting it on topically, really great way to use lavender. And you guys, this is one of the best experiences that I had when I started with doTERRA, is knowing just by smelling it, I could tell that this purity was so different than anything I experienced with lavender before. It grows in those fields in Bulgaria, and the conditions are optimal. And so we're really getting pure lavender. Next up is wild orange. Wild orange is going to be another energizing oil. It's very invigorating. It's uplifting to the mood. It's cleansing. You're really going to enjoy this oil. And I love it in my water. It tastes really good, helps me to drink more water. So definitely tapping into those citrus oils. Next up is Deep Blue. Deep Blue is our soothing blend, really helps to soothe achy muscles and joints. Whether it's before exercise, after exercise, being out in the garden, moving, doing a lot of heavy work, this is going to be one that you grab for that. It's going to help to ease some head tension too. So make sure you're tapping into being able to use your Deep Blue. Also comes in an amazing rub, which is kind of that like nature's icy hot. So we all love Deep Blue rub. Next up is lemon. Lemon's going to be very cleansing for the body. It's going to be cleansing for the home. You're going to really love that one in your cleaners again. It's also one that you can take internally to help cleanse the body. And next up is Breathe. So Breathe helps our lungs, it helps our sinuses, helps to really open up our airways, promote clear breathing. Like to use this in the diffuser at night to really just help those airways stay open while we're sleeping. And next up is Digest Zen. Digest Zen is an essential oil that's really meant to help relieve any upset stomach, motion sickness, nausea. You can take it at meal times to help improve digestion. Again, you can go back to taking it internally, putting it in, a drop of water or a capsule, or just putting it right on topically on your abdomen to help really soothe and support digestion. And then the last of the top oils that I'm going to chat about today is frankincense. So frankincense, you guys, promotes calm feelings. It can be very supportive for that ageless skin that we're looking for. Putting it on, our skin can be very supportive of those cells to help keep that ageless look. And then it's very optimal for cellular level health. So using it for any of those bumps and lumps and things that we want to make sure our body's cellular process is, working in the way that we want it to. So those were some of the top oils, you guys. Now you have been listening in and thinking like, oh my gosh, how do I get these into my home? So there are 3 ways to purchase oils with doTERRA. One is retail. I will tell you that's the most expensive, and honestly, it really only makes sense to buy retail if you are in a professional setting, a chiropractor, massage therapist, something where you are, having those oils available for your customers to purchase. The best way to purchase with doTERRA is to get yourself a wholesale account. It's like having a Costco membership. You're going to be able to save 25% below the retail just by paying a $35 membership and then being able to customize what items you want and purchasing them as frequently or as infrequently as works for you. And then the third way that you're going to do that is actually below wholesale. You're going to have a deeper savings. So you're going to get that wholesale account, but you're going to begin with a starter bundle similar to the one that I just shared with you with those, kind of some of those top oils. I have a few different starter bundles that we can customize for you. But this is going to waive that $35 membership fee. And then it's going to also offer you the opportunity to join our loyalty rewards program where you could decide that you're loving these products, you're learning how to swap out other things like shampoos and toothpaste and all of those kind of things, and you can start to be rewarded back for that. So amazing ways to get started with doTERRA. The question that you want to ask yourself is kind of, where am I in my natural solutions journey? Am I beginning? Am I starting to want to learn about it, live it, kind of figure out this lifestyle and how you can make it part of your everyday routine? Or maybe you're someone who's already been dabbling in it and you know that when you really like something, whether it's a new restaurant you tried or a movie or a massage therapist that you go to, you love to talk about it, you love to share that with your friends. And so you can share doTERRA too and get rewarded for that. Or maybe you're a person who you've already been using it and sharing it, and now you're like, I really want to know more about this. I see that people are earning income from this and really being able to make an impact on the world by sharing about this lifestyle. And so, you guys, I love inviting new people to my team and being able to grow together and support and find that time and financial freedom that we all are looking for. And doTERRA has an amazing way for us to snag onto that. So I'd love to talk about that with you if that is something you are interested in. But wherever you're at in your journey, I'm here for you. Make sure that you reach out. You can jump on over to sbellwellness.com, get all my contact information there. Let's get you sampled if you haven't used an oil yet. I love to provide those samples for free so that you can have an experience. We can make sure that you're comfortable with what you're using, and we're addressing some of those top concerns that you have in your life so that you can see how empowering and easy it is to use these solutions. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to spend some time talking to you and connecting and really helping support you in being empowered for Wellness Made Easy. I will catch you next time, and have a wonderful day.